Namra, I can start now.
Okay. Hello, good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to the ECD forum. My name is Namra Chauhan, and I have a background in psychology and child development. Currently, I am working as a school counselor in New Delhi. So, today I'm here to talk about a very crucial aspect of child development, that is parental involvement in early years. So, in the next 25-30 minutes, let's try to understand the significance of parental involvement, with a specific focus on the early years of development. And we'll also be discussing some strategies, some practical insights that can help the parents who have joined us or will be watching us later in being more active with the kids. So let's start. So to begin with, let's all take a moment to reflect back at our own childhood years. The shared laughter, the bedtime stories, the guidance, the support that we have received from our parents has helped us become who we are today. So, parental involvement is more than just a term. It's a multifaceted aspect. It is about those countless small actions, those interactions, and those experiences that helps a child into growing into an adult, into growing into an individual identity of their own. So, to understand parental involvement, we can say that it's participation, it's engagement, it's active and ongoing support of the parents in the child's education and overall well-being. And it can take wide variety of parenting practices and behaviors. So it can be parental aspirations for the child's academic achievement. It can be parental communication with their children about the school. It can be communication with the teachers. It can be involving in the educational activities that are related to the kid. It is also providing an environment of love and care that allows the child to grow into an individual. So, one thing that we need to understand about parenting is that uh, parenting is something that it does not, there's no one size fits all in parenting. What might work for one parent might not work for the other. Having said that, there can be some strategies, there can be some interventions that can be used by all the parents to involve better. So we've also talked about early years of development right now. So let's see why early years of development are specifically important for the parental involvement. Yeah. So the early years of a child's life that are typically from birth to 8 years of age are very important for their overall holistic development. And there are several factors that contribute to the significance of this period. So let's look at them one by one. So rapid brain development being the first one. So it is in this stage that the brain is developing very rapidly. So by the age of 5 years, around 90% of the child's brain is developed. And there's a lot of significant growth that is happening. A lot of wiring is also happening in this time. And it is also said that the first 1,000 days of a child's life are very critical for their brain development. And our brain is made up of nerve cells. So a lot of neural connections are also being formed in this period. So it is very important for the parents to provide that right kind of stimulation and experiences so that it lays the foundation for the future cognitive, emotional, social development. so that strong neural connections are being formed that help the child navigate the world that they're living in. Social emotional development also starts very early on. The parents are the first relationship that the child makes, right? So it is in this stage that the child learns what affection is, what care is. Also, physical growth and motor skills are also very fast paced. Gross motor, fine motor skills are developing, balance and coordination. All of this allows the child to explore the environment. Again, formation of attachment and trust is something very vital for the kids. So, having a trusting and healthy relationship with their parents is a major milestone for them. Connecting it to Erickson's theory of psychosocial development, he talks about trust versus mistrust. He says that in the early years, when the parents give the child appropriate amount of love and attention, it helps the child in forming healthy relationships. It helps the child in having a positive worldview. Having said that, if these feelings are not present, the child might have feelings of mistrust, which might lead the child, which might hamper the child's ability to make healthy and trusting relationships in the future. Also, language acquisition is very fast paced in this age group. Parents serve as primary language models for the kids, and their interaction with the kids is going to guide the child's language and vocabulary. So, again, they have also mentioned positive modeling of behavior. So, parents have to model that behavior that they want the child to develop. So, the attitudes, the values, the behavior that the parents are engaging in are going to be picked up by the kid. If we connect it with social learning theory of Bandura, children learn by observing. So in this stage, parents are the source of observation. They are being observed here. So it is very important that we intervene, that we involve right from the very beginning. So now that we have understood what parental involvement is and why it is so important to intervene right from the very beginning, let us also look at some of the benefits of parental involvement. So, enhanced academic achievement being the first one. So, it has been said that parents who are actively involved in early learning tasks of kids, they tend to perform better than their counterparts who are not, whose parents are not very actively involved. So, when parents are engaged in learning educational related tasks at home, helping the child in doing the homework, it helps them improve their academic achievement. Social emotional development, like I said, the first relationship that the child forms is with the parents. Parents are the primary caregivers for the child. So it is here that the child learns the social emotional skills and forms a better bond with the parent. It also leads to having a formation of a healthy and trusting relationship. It has also been said that parental involvement leads to having a positive attitude towards learning. So when parents are involved in learning and education related tasks, the kids are also positively motivated to perform better. And then it also improves communication skills. So language development is very fast paced in this stage. So all the vocabulary, the language that the child is getting is from the parents. So when the parents are engaging in a conversation with the child, it eventually improves their communication skills. It also helps them in building a sense of belonging, not just with the parents, but also at a larger scale with the community. Development of life skills is another benefit, like problem solving skills, decision making skills, empathy, interpersonal relationships. All of this is learned through the parents. So early identification of learning challenges here is that sometimes when parents are not appropriately involved, a challenge or a difficulty might go unnoticed. So it is very important that interventions are provided right from the very beginning, so that if there is any challenge or a difficulty, that can be solved head on. So these are some of the benefits of parental involvement. Again, a lot of research work has been done on this area. So let's look at some of the researches that talk about the benefits of parental involvement. So research that was conducted said that parental involvement is more important for a child's academic success than any other factor, like family socioeconomic status, their race, their ethnicity, or their educational background. And another longitudinal study tried to look at how parents' early involvement impacts the preschool and academic success of the kids. And it was found that when parents are early involved, it positively influences the child's achievement in kindergarten. Another study tried to explore how parents' involvement influences the social and emotional development of kids. And it showed that parental involvement positively influenced the socio emotional competence of preschoolers through effective communication and engagement. So we can see that there are many benefits of parental involvement when we start from the very beginning. So it is right in the early years that the involvement has to begin from. Moving ahead, let us also look at some strategies that can be used by the parents and the educators to help the parents involve better with the kids. So reading routine is one. It's a very simple activity. It not only leads to vocabulary and language development, but also helps in building a better bond with the parents. So you can read to your child even when they're small, and when they are at an age when they can read, you can take turns reading. So this helps them, in building a good bond and language and vocabulary development. Try to ask questions to them, try to listen to what they have to say, try to ask them open-ended questions, try to help them describe what they are trying to express. And when they're speaking, try to listen to what they have to say. Provide them with appropriate verbal and non-verbal cues. And learning through play. So learning through play here means basically any activity that allows you to play with the child. For example, solving a puzzle, playing board games, or doing educational art and craft activities. Attending parent-teacher meetings or any other event that allows you to be there for the child. So showing up really matters to the kids. So attend any meeting or event that allows you to be there. Also, try to stay informed about what is exactly happening in the child's life, what curriculum they are studying, what kind of friends do they have, how the environment is like at school and at home. Try to provide them with a better, nurturing environment. Try to support them in their homework efforts. Try help them explore the assignment. Try to act as a mentor. Give them space to explore, but be there. Emotional expression and teaching coping strategies. So again, parents are also a model for emotional expression. Try to help them label and identify what they're feeling. So labeling and identifying comes first, and teaching coping strategies, teaching positive coping strategies comes second. So help them identify, give them appropriate vocabulary for emotions so that they know what they're feeling, and then they can manage those feelings as well. Storytelling, so you can read to them, they can read, or maybe giving them a prompt and allowing them to make a story with that can be one of the activities that can be done. So these are some general strategies that can be used by parents to involve better. Um, Now let us also look at some age-wise bifurcation of our activities that can help the parents. So for 1 to 2 years of age, reading simple board books, which might have colorful images, engaging in sensory play with safe textures and objects, encourage babbling and respond to early attempts at communication. So again, here at this stage, the child is learning language. So try to respond to any attempt that they make. Try to try to respond to any attempt that they make, even though sometimes we do not understand what they're saying. This helps them in language development. Try to establish routines for feeding, sleeping, and playtime. Also provide them with a variety of age-appropriate toys for exploration. Here you do not, I believe you do not need to buy each and every toy that is available in the market. Just try to buy age appropriate toys. Then 3 to 5 years of age, try to read interactive storybooks and ask open-ended questions. So when you're reading a storybook to them, try to ask them questions regarding the same. What do you think the characters might be feeling? What do you think the ending is going to be like? Try to ask them questions. This, ignites curiosity and critical thinking. Try to engage in imaginative play with dolls, action figures, or toys. Also encourage them to draw and color. This helps them in developing fine motor skills. Try to introduce simple counting and basic shapes through play. So when you're playing with them, try to ask them, what all colors do you see here? What all shapes can you identify? Can you count the number of objects that we can see? Also attend preschool events, participating in parent-teacher meetings. So the school these days, they conduct a lot of meetings and events. So try to attend them. 6 to 8 years of age, try to read chapter books, discuss the story and the characters with the child, support their homework assignments, and try to create a designated study area for the child. Explore science experiments and hands-on projects together. Now also they are at a stage of reading things on their own. So encourage independent reading and provide a wide variety of books. Attend school events and engage in extracurricular activities. So these are some simple practical strategies that can be used by the parents to involve better and engage with the child. This helps in developing that good healthy bond with the kids. Now, when we're talking about parental involvement, sometimes there are some barriers that parents might feel that stop them from involving and engaging with the child. So let's see some of them and see how we can overcome them as well. So one barrier that is of lack of awareness. So some parents feel that they are not very well aware of the importance of early childhood years or how they can contribute to the early years of a child's life. So to overcome this, try to attend awareness sessions and information sessions. Many schools are organizing the same, and there are many organizations like who are organizing these information sessions. Try to explore resources. There are a lot of information online that you can very easily find that talks about the significance of parental involvement in early years. So do your own research. It's very easy to find all of this. Then time constraint being the second one. So because of a busy schedule, sometimes it is difficult to contribute and to commit the time with the kids. So for this, just try to engage and interact whenever you get time. So even the smallest of interactions with the child can have a positive impact on them. So when you're dropping the child to the school, when you're picking them up from the school, at the dinner table, reading a storybook at the sleeping time, play time, just try to contribute in whatever way you can and use the time constructively. So limited resources being the third one. Sometimes parents think that they need to buy each and everything for the child to provide a better experience to them. That's not the case. Easily you can find low cost and free resources, and I believe a lot of things can be made at home as well. And when you make something, I think there's a beautiful feeling that is attached to it, and that adds to more meaning to it. So you can easily DIY stuff. Then communication gaps sometimes between parents and educators can also hinder a child's development. So try to attend any meeting, try to attend all the events that a school is organizing, try to talk to the child about their school environment, try to talk to the teachers and their peers as well. This helps them in realizing that they have someone they can rely on. So one thing that we need to understand here is that when we're talking about parental involvement, we also need to understand that the involvement has to be of appropriate amount. Um, so under involvement or over involvement might hamper the child's developmental ability. So when being involved, we have to leave a little bit of room, a little bit of space for the child to explore his environment. So with this, I would like to conclude the session for today. And I would like to quote Patrick Douglas. He says that it's easier to build strong children than to repair a broken adult. So we all, as educators, as parents, need to understand the transformative power the parents hold in shaping the child's future. And we need to give the appropriate engagement and time and realize the value of parental participation and help our children attain their full potential. That's it from my side for today. Any further discussions or comments can be done on my email ID mentioned here. Thank you for your time and patience.